No one has told you this yet, but everything you knew about conquering a woman's heart is wrong. That's right, if you're still using the same tired questions on your dates, you're setting yourself up for failure. Today, I'm going to show you a hidden blueprint, a list of 15 smart and deep questions that can completely transform your conversations. These aren't your typical icebreakers. These are the kinds of questions that create real, lasting connections. Trust me, once you start using these, your dating game will never be the same again. So, if you're ready to take your relationships to the next level, stay tuned because what I'm about to reveal is going to blow your mind. Section 1. Why your current approach isn't working. All right, let's get real for a second. If you're like most people, you've probably gone on dates where the conversation just felt flat. You know the kind I'm talking about, the usual back and forth, where you ask the same questions you've asked 100 times before. So, what do you do? What's your favorite movie? Where did you grow up? Sure, these questions can help break the ice, but they're not doing you any favors when it comes to creating a deep, emotional connection. Here's the thing, these generic questions don't really give you any insight into who the other person truly is. They don't reveal their dreams, their fears, their passions. And that's a problem, because if you're trying to build a real relationship, you need to go deeper. You need to ask questions that make her think, that make her feel, that make her want to share her world with you. But don't worry, I've got you covered. The questions I'm about to share with you aren't just conversation starters. They're conversation changers. They're designed to break through the surface and get to the heart of who someone really is. And once you start using them, you'll notice a huge difference in how women respond to you. So without further ado, let's dive into these 15 questions that will completely change the way you interact with women. Section 2, the power of asking the right questions. Before we get into the specific questions, let's talk a little about why these questions are so powerful. At their core, questions are tools, they're bridges that connect two people, helping them understand each other better. But not all questions are created equal. Some questions only scratch the surface, while others have the potential to dig deep, uncovering thoughts, feelings, and desires that might otherwise stay hidden. Think of it like this. Imagine you're on a first date and you ask, "What do you do for work?" It's a fine question, but it's pretty basic. Now instead, imagine asking, "What do you love most about your job?" Or what's the most fulfilling part of your day? See the difference? The first question gets you a straightforward answer, but the second and third questions open the door to a much richer conversation. They show that you're interested in more than just the facts. You want to understand what drives her, what excites her, what makes her feel alive. That's the kind of connection we're going for here. By asking the right questions, you're not just having a conversation, you're creating an experience, one that will leave a lasting impression. And that's what dating is all about, right? So let's get into these 15 questions that will help you create those unforgettable experiences. Section 3, the questions that will transform your conversations. Question 1, what's the worst date you've ever been on? Let's start with something fun. This question is a great icebreaker because it invites her to share a story, and everyone loves telling stories, especially the ones that make them laugh. Asking about her worst date experience not only helps lighten the mood, but it also gives you both a chance to bond over shared experiences of awkwardness or hilarity. Plus, it gives you valuable intel on what not to do, which is always a bonus. For example, if she talks about a date where the guy wouldn't stop talking about himself, you'll know to keep the conversation balanced and focused on both of you. Or maybe she had a date that was overly serious and formal. This tells you she might prefer a more relaxed, playful vibe. See? It's a win-win. Question 2, if you only had 1 hour left to live, what would you do? Now we're diving deep. This question isn't just a fun hypothetical, it's a way to understand what really matters to her. When someone thinks about how they'd spend their last hour, they're forced to prioritize what's most important in their life. Maybe she'd choose to spend it with family, or maybe she'd want to do something adventurous she's never tried before. Whatever her answer, it's going to give you insight into her values and what she holds dear. This question can lead to some incredibly deep conversations about life, love, and what it means to truly live. And that's the kind of connection that sticks with someone long after the date is over. Question 3, do you believe in ghosts? Okay, this one might seem a bit out there, but hear me out. Asking someone if they believe in ghosts can open up a whole new world of conversation. It's a question that taps into personal beliefs, fears, and experiences. Maybe she has a spooky story from her childhood, or maybe she's a total skeptic. Either way, it's a topic that's bound to be memorable. What's great about this question is that it often leads to sharing personal stories, which is one of the best ways to build a connection. Plus, it's a little unexpected, which shows that you're not afraid to venture off the beaten path. That alone can make you stand out from the crowd. Question 4. What's the best gift you've ever received? This question is all about tapping into the emotions tied to past experiences. Gifts are often more than just physical objects. They represent thoughtfulness, love, and memories. By asking about the best gift she's ever received, you're inviting her to share a story that likely has a lot of emotional significance. The answer to this question will give you a glimpse into what she values in relationships. Does she cherish thoughtful, handmade gifts, or does she appreciate the effort someone put into getting her something she's always wanted? Whatever the case, this question helps you understand what makes her feel loved and appreciated, which is key information if you're looking to build a deeper connection. Question 5. If you could time travel, where would you go? Time travel, one of the ultimate what-if scenarios. This question is a gateway to some really fascinating conversations. It allows her to share her interests, whether they're historical events, cultural movements, or even personal moments she wishes she could revisit. It's not just about where she'd go, but why she'd choose that time and place. For instance, if she says she'd love to visit ancient Rome, you could delve into a discussion about history, philosophy, or even what life might have been like back then. If she'd rather go back to her childhood, it could lead to a conversation about nostalgia, family, and the things that shaped her into the person she is today. It's a question that can go in so many different directions, each one offering a chance to connect on a deeper level. Question 6. What would you tell your past self if you could? This question is pure gold when it comes to opening up a conversation about personal growth and self-reflection. By asking her what advice she'd give to her past self, you're giving her the opportunity to share lessons she's learned, mistakes she's made, and how she's grown as a person. It's a question that encourages vulnerability, which is crucial for building trust and emotional intimacy. You might hear about regrets she has or decisions she's proud of, and in the process, you'll get to see how she views her own journey. Plus, it's a great way to segue into a discussion about the future, what she's learned, how she wants to apply those lessons moving forward, and what her hopes are for the next chapter of her life. Question 7. How would you describe happiness? Happiness is one of those concepts that's incredibly personal. What makes one person happy might not even register on another person's radar. By asking her to describe what happiness means to her, you're getting a window into her soul. You'll learn about the experiences, people, and moments that bring her joy, and you'll also get a sense of her priorities in life. This question can lead to some really beautiful, heartwarming conversations. Maybe happiness for her is spending time with loved ones, or maybe it's achieving a goal she's worked hard for. Whatever her answer, it's a chance for you to see what really matters to her. And it gives you the opportunity to share your own thoughts on what happiness means to you. It's a topic that's both personal and universal, making it perfect for a deep, meaningful conversation. Question 8. What's your proudest moment? Everyone has something they're proud of, whether it's a personal achievement, a professional milestone, or an act of kindness. By asking her about her proudest moment, you're giving her the chance to relive that feeling of accomplishment, which is a great way to boost her mood and build a positive connection between you. This question also allows you to see what she values in herself and what she considers to be her strengths. Maybe she's proud of a career accomplishment, or perhaps she's proud of a time when she stood up for something she believed in. Whatever the case, this question is a great way to learn more about what drives her and what she's most passionate about. Question 9. What inspires you in life? Inspiration is such a powerful force. It's what motivates us, pushes us to achieve our goals, and helps us get through tough times. By asking her what inspires her, you're inviting her to share the sources of her motivation, whether it's a person, a place, an idea, or an experience. This question can lead to a conversation about her role models, her dreams, and the things that keep her going when the going gets tough. It's a chance to see what lights a fire in her, and it also gives you the opportunity to share what inspires you. Plus, talking about inspiration is a great way to infuse the conversation with positive energy, making it even more memorable. Question 10. What's the biggest lesson life has taught you? This question is all about wisdom. By asking her to reflect on the biggest lesson life has taught her, you're inviting her to share the experiences that have shaped her into the person she is today. It's a question that encourages deep thinking and introspection, which can lead to some truly profound conversations. You might learn about challenges she's overcome, mistakes she's made, or moments of clarity that have changed her perspective. This question is also a great way to explore how she handles adversity and what she's learned from the tough times in her life. It's a powerful way to connect on a deeper level and to share your own life lessons as well. Question 11. What song always makes you cry? Music has a way of touching our emotions like nothing else. By asking her which song always makes her cry, you're tapping into her emotional side and inviting her to share something deeply personal. The answer to this question can lead to a discussion about the memories, feelings, and experiences that are tied to that particular song. Maybe it's a song that reminds her of a lost loved one, or maybe it's a song that captures a moment in her life when she was feeling vulnerable. Whatever the case, this question is a great way to explore the emotional landscape of her life, and it gives you the chance to share your own musical memories as well. Question 12. What are you most grateful for in life? Gratitude is a powerful emotion, and by asking her what she's most grateful for, you're encouraging her to focus on the positive aspects of her life. This question can lead to a conversation about the people, experiences, and opportunities that have brought her joy and fulfillment. It's also a great way to see what she values most, whether it's her family, her health, her career, or something else entirely. Sharing what you're grateful for can also help build a sense of connection and mutual appreciation, making this a perfect question for deepening your relationship. Question 13. What's your dream vacation? Everyone has that one vacation they've always dreamed of taking. By asking her about her dream vacation, you're giving her the chance to share her travel fantasies and what she loves most about exploring the world. Whether it's lounging on a tropical beach, trekking through the mountains, or exploring a bustling city, this question is a great way to learn more about her interests and what she finds exciting. This question can also lead to a fun discussion about past travel experiences, bucket list destinations, and the kinds of adventures she wants to have in the future. It's a lighthearted yet revealing question that can bring a lot of positive energy to the conversation. Question 14. What's one thing you haven't done yet but absolutely must before you die? This question is all about uncovering her deepest dreams and aspirations. By asking her what's still on her bucket list, you're giving her the chance to share her most passionate goals and desires. Whether it's writing a book, starting a business, or skydiving, this question invites her to open up about the things she's most excited about achieving in her life. It's a question that can lead to a conversation about the future, about what she wants to accomplish, and about the dreams that keep her motivated. And of course, it gives you the opportunity to share your own bucket list items, which can be a great way to bond over shared goals and ambitions. Question 15, seafood or steak? Finally, let's end with something a little more lighthearted. Asking whether she prefers seafood or steak might seem like a simple question, but it's a fun way to dive into playful conversation about food preferences, favorite restaurants, and memorable meals. It's a question that can lead to some friendly debate and even a little bit of flirting. Plus, food is something we all connect over, so this question is a great way to keep the conversation light and enjoyable while still learning more about her taste and personality. And there you have it, minus 15 questions that will not only help you get to know her better, but will also create a deeper, more meaningful connection. These questions aren't just about getting answers, they're about sparking conversations that can lead to shared laughter, thoughtful reflections, and unforgettable moments. So the next time you're on a date, ditch the generic questions and try out some of these instead. You'll be surprised at how much more engaging and enjoyable your conversations become. And who knows? You might just find that these questions help you build the kind of connection you've been searching for. If you found these questions helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on mastering the art of connection. Stay tuned because there's a lot more coming your way.